in Streamland. You know the drill. Tuesday, 10:30 in the morning. And that means we are messing around with Fantasy Grounds and doing some Dungeons and Dragons prep. All right, looks like I am live and being able to be heard, which is awesome sauce. All right, so today we got quite a bit of work to do. Um, what happened was, those of you who've been watching know that I'm doing a monthly campaign every Wednesday night. Um, so my Wednesday campaign has been going on for years, and so as a way to mix things up, they still want to keep going. They're level 9, almost 10. Um, but as a way to mix things up, we went ahead and started a new map. So they are currently caught. They are. I'm just looking here to get the pictures I want up. Um, they are captured and stuck in this dungeon. They have just woken up. Um, so what I'm doing for this, because the way this is written, there are lots of NPCs. There are lots of things that are going on. They're supposed to be here for 10 days. And it just makes for really slow adventures. There's no real fights. They don't have any of their equipment. They're level 1. They're in a magic dampening cell, so there's no magic. So there's just so little that they can actually do at this point. And so to try to keep things a little interesting, to try to keep things going a little bit more, um, I have been taking a couple of them at a time out, and so now most of the drudge work is pretty much being finished. I think I pretty much set the stage that their life sucks, they're not happy, and they want to leave. And that's really the whole point of the first part of this. Um, so I don't want to go too far into keeping it going. I don't want to keep this drudge work happening. The way it's written, you're supposed to. And you could, but honestly, the whole thinking, if you take a step back, the whole reason why we're here in this cell is to do what I just said. You know, they want to leave. They don't like it here. They're getting hurt, possibly could die. Um, and so I have a set series of events, and I'm using the calendar this time. Last time I've done this, I just sort of tried to wing it and tried to get it to where it's, I just tried to remember everything and just try to throw some things in, and it felt sort of hodgepodge, and then we just sort of started the escape. Um, so I'm trying to be a little bit more organized, trying to get it to where we're going to go to, here we go. I'm trying to get a little bit more organized, trying to get it to where it's a little bit more exciting for them. What's happened? Why is this one different? Oh, it's Azalea's birthday. Okay. Curious. All right. So I honestly don't remember where we left off. Let's see. So what I'm having them do is the drow are keeping them drugged, are keeping them mostly unconscious. They'll wake them up, put them to work, bring them back, knock them back out. They don't want them trying plotting. They don't want them escaping. Um, they're also all really hurt. They're down in hit points. They have like levels of exhaustion. So let's go ahead. I'm going to check their hit points. I'm just going to pull up the combat tracker to do that. Yep, so they all have their wounds. I'm going to go ahead and throw on the exhaustion before I forget. I'm going to say they have one layer of exhaustion. You get exhaustion, and you get exhaustion, and you get exhaustion. Everybody gets exhaustion. Alright, you do not have your mage armor. Rugs is not prone. Alright, so I'm just checking to see. She does not have a torch. Making sure all their effects are correct. Alright, so we're good. Alright, so they're all hurt, they're all exhausted. They have disadvantage on ability checks. Alright, so this is what? So this is the first day. We know we did all of that. The woman came in and gave her speech. Okay, that was day one. So now we are on. So I'm also going to look, make sure my sound is okay. And so let's go ahead and kill this. All right, so those of you in chat, any ideas for some mindless tasks that they could be doing? I'm going to have them move rocks. So they're going to be moving rocks from one part to another. And then the next day they're going to come back and move it back from where they moved it the day before to where they were, or it might, it might just take them a couple hours and then they'll turn around and move them back. So things like that, things that'll just keep them busy, keep their strength up because they don't want their slaves. The whole point of this is that they're being sold as slaves. And so the people selling them don't want them to just be completely withered away and just stuck in chains the whole time. So they're keeping them busy, keeping them exercised a little bit, just enough to maintain their strength and stuff. So if you think of some ideas for pointless tasks you want them to do, anybody in the military has probably during boot camp has probably had to do this type of thing where you dig a hole, fill it back in. Um, all right, let's see. Yep, the scavenger's possession table. Cool. All right, so going back to my, so right now I have it as 26th day. Catherine, all right. I don't know anything about the years and stuff. I'm just gonna put 16 here. I'm gonna have it be random. /DIE. So if you want it, and then you can put 1D anything plus anything. So I want it to be at least 300 years, but it can be anywhere from 300 to 2,300. So 1D 2,000 plus 300. So it's the year is 1,039, and it is now 7 p.m. on the 26th. So I want it to be the next day because we were done with the 26th. So you hold Control and then use your mouse wheel to advance the time. So now it is the 27th. Are you kidding me right now? Did it seriously just delete all of these? Because I added the year? Okay, so we will simply go 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully you just fast forward. That's right, that's the fast forward sound. Um, so it looks like when you change the year, which makes sense, but I would think if it was blank, it wouldn't matter. But no, when you change a year on your calendar, it deletes everything. So we're going to go to 30. I'm just going to be copying and pasting. Hopefully I can just drag, but if not, then just simple boom, boom, boom. Luckily, it did not get rid of the ones that weren't there. Working my way backwards. So let me show you how to do this. Oops, what the hell happened? Control A, Control C, Control V. Okay, so I love the calendar. This lets you so as the Dungeon Master, here's the chat window. You can push it. Here's the date. Here's the time. Actually, that was the wrong one. So anytime characters want to know what's going on, boom, you can push the time. It works really well for me, especially like this when they've been, I have my main campaign, I have overland travel. This thing is going to be great because they have no idea what time of day it is. They don't know what month it is, what year it is, any of that stuff because they're underground. There's no light, there's no sun. The drow don't keep any kind of clock. Um, so, uh, and stuff like that. So it's really helpful as a dungeon master to keep track of the time and what's happening. So you go to your page that you want to put something into. So this is oh, I forgot to put the burp day. So 28, for example, is what I'm working on right now. You down here on the bottom it says add log entry. Click. And what I usually do in my other campaigns is I use this as a record of what's happening. So at the end of the session or the next day, sometimes during the session, if I'm on the ball, I'll have stuff like this. 7 o'clock, had started, woke up, broke camp, and headed toward this place, and then 9:30 fought some dragons, and then 11:30 buried their dead. So it keeps track of what's going on, um, and that way the characters can't add to this, but they can look at this anytime they want. Um, so they can then Control A, Control C, click, GM, Control V. All right, this is the 26th. This is not the 28th. My bad. Control Z. 28th, please. Click, Control A, Control C, GM, Control V. There we go. And so the GM side, they cannot read, but they can, if you're making notes and stuff, they can see. All right, so the 28th, oh, so they are here. They already did the 28th. Okay. Let me see if I can drag these over. I can. Good. So you can see you can put links in this and everything. So this has already been played out. 27th. So that's good. Good. Where's the 27th? So we're going to go ahead and put them on to, pretty sure they're on the 29th then, is where they are now. So make that the current day, and we'll go back if we need to. So real quick, I'm just going to add these log entries. Did I mess it up on the 29th, by the way? Let's see, view log entry. I did. Okay. So I'm going to fix this. This should be in the GM. Control X. Control V. This. Control C. Does go into the player version. Click, 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 click. So this has not happened yet. It's where we're going to start. All right, so here we go. Control C. Open it up. Open it up. Add it to the GM. Now it's adding little lines in here, and that's no big deal. I could even leave them, but I'm CDO. What's CDO, man? CDO is OCD, but in alphabetical order. So I like to make it neat, nice and neat. So that's where they is, man. Bum bum bum. They've seen different areas. They've been to different places now. They've seen that there's a lift that goes down to below the webs. They've seen the webs. They've seen the waterfall. So this is players. So you can hardly tell, but there's darkness here. There's darkness here. So they haven't seen the insides of these other. They've seen that one because that's a guard post. They've seen this one because it's the main bad girl's where she lives, and they block these two. So they haven't seen those. All right, so close this. Boom. Actually, let's go ahead and open this up a little bit. You can hold Control, resize, and then if you have your dog, zoom in a bit. Boom. So that's where he is. We'll go ahead and have this here. As a reference, all right, and now 27. Is 27 done? Where did my new one go? It is done. All right, so I'm going to be 27th. All right, and so what I'm going to do is I'm also going to then Control A, Control C. So now that they've lived through these days, I'm going to start adding them to the player map, the player calendar. They don't really look a whole lot at the calendar, to my knowledge. What the heck was that? Creepy gnomes. Oh, that's the party. Anyway, but later on, I don't know. I'll have to think about it whether or not I want to actually do that or not, because I want to have the sense of unknown I don't want them to know what day it is. Somebody stumbles upon it, that's fine. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just have it, still have it be. I think I'll put it in here, but not say anything. I usually push them and remind them to look at the calendar so they can know what's going on. All right, so let's see. Large white beast. Putting some images on here. Why are there two? Oh, okay. Okay, almost done. So the rest of them are just simple one-liners. As they were traveling here, I want to have these in here, especially for today, because they're going to be remembering stuff. Where's my 23, folks? Here it is. So what I did was, as they were traveling down, I pulled each one of them aside. They were bound and gagged in these wagons. Not gagged, but bound in these wagons and drugged. And so as they were traveling, each one of them saw different things. They saw these, a cave full of webs. Another one saw this weird Snurfneblin. He didn't know what it was, but this guy riding this slug, a riding slug with a saddle and everything. Another one saw this huge beast that was carrying, almost like a dinosaur-looking thing, that was carrying these dwarves. See, so this is what the characters know, is that summer solstice is when everything started. And so I'm going to put the time in here. So this happened at about 8 o'clock at night. This happened to them in the afternoon about 3:30. And this happened to them closer to, they had traveled for just under an hour. So I'm going to say it was about 1920 when, oh no, 1920 is when they did the fight. So they met each other about noon. And then they had the fight at 1920. And again, because I'm CDO, I'm going to move this down. Boink, 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 boink. There we go. Boom, boom. All right, so now the players can look at this one on the 20th, and that's when they know. All right, and the 19th of what? Chess. Okay. Is Lycus's birthday. Really? I only had the one birthday? All right, so okay. All right, so that part's done. Anyway, getting back to what we were doing. Half an hour gone. Just catching up. All right, so today this is what's happening. So everyone is woken up to made to eat a mushroom. All right, so yesterday, I'm looking to see exactly what they did yesterday. So at this point, everybody is there. Everybody has been seen. So what I've been doing is I'm trying to do this on all my campaigns, is putting the character pictures in the shift column. So in this case, I'm going to do shift control for the other people. So let's see. I want to make them consistent. This should be labeled as creepy elf. Yep, okay. So I've already gone through, and so you can, although they don't know their names yet, so if you put them in the unidentified column, what did they, another name for it, and when you share it, that's what they see. All right, so I'm just gonna start 1, 2, 3, 4. Orc is too big. Control, shrink it down. Add the toggle bar for zoom to fit. Shushar is close enough. All right, so Sareth is gone. Okay. Jimjar is gone. All right, so this is today. All right, so I'm looking for the other pictures. I'm going to go ahead and put her in same one, I think. No, she was the one who came and bought them. All right, so all I'm doing, let's just open up these log entries, grabbing the pictures. Wrong one, folks. Control 1 will make it back to normal text. Boom, there we go. All right, so no pictures in this one. 26. Here we go. Control Shift. There's Prince Arendelle. Here are the creepy gnomes, Topsy and Turvy. Here's the picture of what a Quaggoth looks like. Yep. Okay. Eldeth, Jimjar, who is the deceased. And their little droid friend, Stool. So I think that's it. I think that is everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to weed out a couple more. I believe 25 is just when they started traveling, right? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to weed out a couple more because I don't want. Sarth is dead already. Turvy is going to be killed, so Topsy and Turvy are going to be gone. Darandel. Jimjar is already dead. Eldeth. Eldeth is definitely going to die. And she already said. She asked one of my characters to make sure her shield gets to her people if she dies. Come on. What's happening? Why isn't this dropping into the hotkey? Okay, Eldeth. Stool, good. Jimjar. They do know that Prince Darendelle, so he should be unlocked. They do know that is his name. Maybe it looks like it wasn't going down just far enough. Shushar, he's a fishman. Sareth is already gone. He was a diseased drow who has been sold. And last but not least is Raj. Alright, so I want to remind myself, what did I have them do yesterday? So it's 27th, they got there. Two of them were taken to go clean. 26th, did they do anything? Yes. Alright, so this is when they woke up. Rugs, Eldeth, and Jimjar made to clean chamber pots. Lycus and Zweklos are brought in. She comes in, talks to them, and leaves. Okay, so there's the 26th. We'll put this up here. Here's the 27th. We'll put this on top. All right, so they're taken to her quarters. Zweklos and Jimjar are taken to the main hall. Carwyn. Oh, P. Darendel is Prince Darendel. Okay. Eldeth are taken to the lift. Eldeth begs Carwyn to carry word of her fate back to her family, along with the shield and warhammer if they are recovered. All right, and now the 28th. Which was yesterday. They come in, blah, blah, blah. That's right. Jimjar pickpockets one of the guards, and then everyone is brought to the edge of the pit. Jimjar is thrown down and fed to the giant spiders that are in the web. So they fill water barrels. They operate the lift, and they brought up the rest of the prisoners. The group is dragged out and cleaned. And then she comes in and takes Sarath. Ooh, I like that idea. I think I'm going to have somebody come in and buy one of the party members. And then he's going to change his mind and put him back. I like that idea. All right, and now it is her birthday. All right, so now this is what's going to happening today. All right, so I think I'm going to throw them a bone just today. I think I'm going to have them. Yeah, I think what's going to happen is the yeah. Let's play that out. So somebody's going to come in, buy one of the party members. That party member is then going to be taken out. They're going to change their mind, send them back, and then as they come back, the drow is going to ask them if they would escape if they had the chance, and throw them a bone. Let them know, hey, they have a friend in the group. And then that's when the all right, so what's happening on the 30th? What do I have here already? Oh, just to remind myself to make sure they roll. Okay. So every time, the way I'm doing it is every time they are sent to do a task, they have a 20% chance to find something. So let's make a couple items, shall we? Where is the item? Where is the story? Story, the adventure begins. Here are the possessions. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to have items for all these things. Here's the 30th. We open up our items. Now we go up here. We go to Out of the Abyss. Mundane items. Nice, they have these already. Yay! I am a camper who is happy. All right, so can I put these links in here or not? Let's see. 5-foot silk rope. It's open. No. Okay, so table has it. Okay, perfect. Sweetness. All right, so we go to the characters. Open them up. That's Azalea. Why in the world did Azalea open when I clicked Carmen? Rugs, Lycus, Zwaklos. All right, so go to your inventory. Everything is uncarried. One of them did find the hell's a songhorn? Okay. He has his unarmed strike. All right. One of them found something. I want to say it was Lycus who was able to find the flint. So the reason I'm doing this is because they have all their gear is in another room. And I don't want to have to go back through, make a list, or do everything else. I mean, if I really wanted to be anal, I could. Sort of makes me pause for a second. Let me see. Because I could make a new parcel for each of these people. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Let's see if I can do that easily. Let's go to parcels. So I don't need items anymore. Because I want them to stress a little bit. Let's see. Parcels. How many do we have? Out of the abyss parcels. Wow, lots of them. Okay. So we're going to go with a new one. Create an item. 0001 A is, let's just open up the PCs. Oh, I'm on cap locks. That's why my A was not capital. Carwin. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Was it 4 or was it 3? 3. B is Azalea. Holy crap. As hell yeah. Alright, so let's make sure this works first, shall we? Where is Carwin's? There it is. Carwin's character sheet is here. If I drag this over, alright, so it's half right. It does add it to them. Will it drag the 8 gold pieces too? It did, good. 2 silver, good. Alright, and then parchment, 10. Small knife, ink pen, 2 daggers. Can I just do it twice? I can. Component. Awesome. Alright, so what we're doing here is we're just making them more sad. That's so awesome. It's going to be awesome. Okay, and then what we do to go here, click, and we just delete. So this way, I have Carmen stuff all here. I am going to go to items. Is there a sack? There is a sack. Okay. There we go. So every one of them are going to have a sack because that's what all their stuff is in. Do I want to get rid of their currency? All right. So in a real world situation like this, their currency would be gone. I'm going to have to give it some thought. You know what I am? I'm going to say there is a 10% chance that their coin purse is not there. It is there, I mean. All right, where's my chat? Wow, I've really got my stuff buried. Where's my chat bar? Oh, it's under this picture. There it is. Okay. No, I just messed everything up. 79. Nope, not even close. So hers is gone. All right. This is exciting stuff. Does one of them have a gold tooth, maybe pocket watch? Yeah. Um, Hello, Mr. Drake Takes. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I'm doing we talked about Out of the Abyss. This is this week for them. It's a once a month thing. And I'm making parcels, taking away all the gear. I had originally just left them their gear because they get it back, but I'm now changed my mind, and I'm now we're taking away all their gear, and I'm saying that there's a 10% chance, very small chance, that their coins were hidden away or something. 34. Nope. So they're losing all their gold, but does she have any other coins? Nope. They also everything is put into a sack. So that's where all their gear is. So they have each of individual sacks. So close crowbar. I just said they did not have any gear. They have to find it. But your way is a bit more version. Yep. Close common crowbar. But this way, I'm not adding 7,000 items to the party sheet. I can just drag each individual parcel to that player. Say you find a bunch of sacks. As you open up the sack, you see it's your gear. It's Azalea's gear. Oh, here's his Carmen's gear. So that way, they're not totally screwed. They're just going to lose their money, which I think would make sense. Nice thing is, because of Out of the Abyss, I'm not going to have them take all of the. Not going to have their rations, but I'm not going to have them take anything of value. So they'll still have their stuff of all the gear. Realistically, they would probably take anything of value, but I'm not going to be that far. I don't know why this is being weird. First one was quick, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Now we're getting better. I'll leave the water skin. That's fine. So it's 20 crossbow bolts. Everything else is 1. Bam. And now, bye-bye. So you said that did not have any gear. So have you already started it then? You had mentioned a couple weeks ago that you were thinking about running it. If you have, good for you. It's a lot. I found it fun. 1, 2, 3, A. So this is C. 1C is. We'll have it be Rugs since he's right here. Rugs. No, I just started the Jungle Troll where they had no gear and chain in the ship. Oh, okay. That's yeah. So when you did it, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but didn't they find their gear though? So yours makes sense. Mine was I don't think this time they'll find their gear. It might be this session. It really just depends on how much they role play. But yeah, so this way I'm just gonna freak them out a little bit. I hope. It's 20, 30, 10, 15 minutes of work for me. It's not that bad, and giving him back to them is gonna be really easy. So I'll go ahead and take the time to do that. Dart. I found, I heard somewhere that uploading more often to YouTube on a more consistent basis is helpful. So I'm going to be starting a new stream because I'm able to, right now I think it's 5 streams a week, and then once a month it's four streams a week. So, oops, no rations. So while there are times when, so I need to make up a couple more. I'll do like 2 more streams a week. So I can do a couple extra messing around in Fantasy Grounds. I mean, the Magic the Gathering or these prep things, because I do spend a lot of time prepping that I don't stream. But I'm going to start a live play of one of the games I have. I only have like 2, Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, on Steam. Both of them are on Steam. Come on, what's all going on with my rope here? There we go. Short sword. So trying to get some interaction, trying to see if anybody has any ideas on what I should play. If anybody knows, I don't even know if anybody even remembers Baldur's Gate anymore, but it's one of my all-time favorite games. I've spent hundreds of hours, probably 200 hours, playing Baldur's Gate. I have never finished it, just because it's the type of person I am. I like playing people up to like level 4 or 5 and then trying something else, and then trying something else. Alright, so he has 10 torches. What? Alright, torch didn't make it over. Here's his sack. Let's find the torch. Oh, this is in a so if you have any ideas of a character, class, and race I should play in D&D 2e, is what Baldur's Gate's based off of. I might do Icewind Dale. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. We'll see. All right. There we go. And if something's missing, well, then it's missing. All right, Ruggs, did he keep his money? He did not. I'm actually going to give him with advantage because, nope, um, he's a little kobold, so I'm actually going to let him go ahead and squirrel away a single gold piece because I got to unlock it. That would help. There we go. Because he's a kobold, he would have likes hiding things anyway. They found all the rest of them, but he kept one just for fun. All right, so instead of boring you guys with finishing this, I'll leave these up. I'm going to keep doing that. Um, I'll come back to this once I'm done with the stream. You get the idea of how that works and how to do that. So today is the 29th. So at 10:30, they go to clean the lot to the Quaggot Den. I'm going to have like, so let's see this. Carwyn Lycus Ront, Pepito and Zweklos are sent off. Turvey is hurt. All right, so I have a note. Let's see, is it PCs and NPCs? Yes. All right, so this is my note. This is what I was using to keep track of how many times things have been happened and the interaction with people. So right now, it looks like Zweklos is the only one who's behind, but he showed up later than everybody else. Um, all right, and again, they don't really know the passage of time and stuff. And what's making it even more confusing is they're woken up and then they're drugged. Their food is drugged and stuff, and so they're half asleep. Um, and there we go. And go a little bit more into that. They're given a drink to wake them up. Um, all right, so we're gonna go with 2 o'clock. I'm gonna say all of them start to wake up. So that's 11:30. So that's 3 hours. It doesn't take them 3 hours to clean the den. So I'm gonna say as they come back in, so they come back into the. I'm gonna give them a chance to talk for a couple minutes. They come back into the cell. And then I'll give it an hour. Goodbye. All right, so that's going to put them back to sleep. So at this point, everybody has done something that day. Like I said, the whole point of them working and doing things is to keep them exercised so they don't, muscles don't atrophy and stuff. So when they're sold as slaves, they'll be useful. So I think it's time. So that night is when the next buyer is going to come in. Let's see. I'm going to search on the internet for just a random. I have a lot of pictures of Drow and stuff, but I'm going to Drow noble. Let's have a male this time. Actually, no, there aren't very many uh, male nobles. If you know anything about Drow society, they are a matriarchy. All right. This is nice. She doesn't have to, I like that one. I like it a lot. So there we go. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. All right, so to use an image in Unity, you have to find where your images are. If you don't know how to do that, and you want me to walk you through that process, it's actually pretty simple. I have it set up to where they're pinned. Drow Nobly. All right, so Smiteworks, Fantasy Ground, Images. So you can see you have a bunch of other ones. Save. See, this is somebody who doesn't know what they're doing because dudes are not, I guess they could have male nobles, but they're very few. The leaders and the stuff are female. Ah, there's my chick. It's another version of the girl person who's doing it, except these are snakes and stuff. So it's a nice concept, good idea that they did not execute it very well. She has a tentacle whip. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about. Here we go. Lego. Nice. That's pretty funny. I like it. All right. Not sure why all the female Drows are half dressed, but okay. That's not bad. Very nice. The legs are slightly off, but disproportionate. But who am I to judge, you know? Can't make fun of her just because her legs are misproportioned. Let's see. All right, so we have our slave owner who's going to come. So now the question is, who's she going to buy? Let me look at the PC's pictures to remind myself who everybody is. So these are Gith and the Githyanki. He's a tiefling. He's a raccoon person. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have her buy the raccoon man, and then what's going to happen is, as this person is interacting with Carmen and around it, she's going to find that he's allergic to the dander of the raccoon. I like it. So he's going to buy the raccoon, and then a few hours later, it's going to come back, get rid of it, switch it out for something else. Nice. Nice, nice. That's pretty damn funny. All right, so we were talking about the image. So you bring your image in, go to your images, your assets. Come on. Assets. Down here, there is a refresh folder assets. And you go to images. It's in data. Might also be in campaign, I'm not sure. And then there she is. Boom. Double click her. Create image record from asset. Boom, there she is. And I like it. I'm not going to mess with the picture. You can change color. You can do other things with the effects. I'm going to make it smaller though. Control. Really well done. Whoever drew this in internet land, good job. Misa like. Misa like. All right, and now so the so we open up. We look at the 27th where they were cleaned. Let's see. Nope, it was yesterday, the 28th. So they're going to be cleaned again. Oh, we're on the 29th, so why didn't that work? Here it is. There we go. Boom. One by one, they are dragged out and cleaned. Yep, they're taken over to the waterfall. A lever is put in there, so it's got like this half pipe stuck in it. And they move it in, douse them, and they brought back clean. And then at 21:45, I'm going to say it takes about half an hour. So yeah, 21:45. So I'll give them a little bit more time to talk. So she'll be taken down to the lift. She'll be able to see a little bit more of what's going on. So she'll be able to see. She'll be put into, I think I'm going to have it be a carriage. I'm going to have to give some thought to what kind of guard she'll have. I think she'll have obviously several male drow with her. And then owner of Carwin. I'm gonna have her she bought Carwin as a present for her lover, but or her sister, for her sister. But her sister is allergic to it, so he has to take it back. There we go. So let's find one more. Ooh, I closed it already. Why did I close it? So I want one more drow. Female. See if we can find some other images. I don't need it to be sexy or anything. I just want it to be like a headshot. Here we go. That's funny. If it was a little lighter, I wonder if I can lighten it up a little bit. It's just hard to see. Here we go. That's a nice little simple one. Now we'll have it be like a younger sister. What in the world is this? Oh, it's a figurine. Okay. A carving, if you will. All right, so any other ones jump out at me? That's cool. I like that. I like that picture a lot. That's a pretty cool picture. Sure, I'll use this one instead. Save image as. Drow Noble 2. All right, so we do the same thing. Go to assets, refresh, images, and by the way, it's in the chat. It'll say folder assets refreshed. Data, Drow Noble 2, close, import, close. Yeah, I'll change the name to Drow Sister, and then make it unidentified. Throw this over here. Boom. Drow Noble is what she is, so I don't care if it's identified or not. She buys it for her sister in carriage. Sister is allergic. So I'm going to say 3 hours later at 23:45, they return and Noble swaps for let's see. Go back to the story real quick. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So I do have them all involved. Eldeth, yeah. Well, I want Eldeth to be killed, so I don't have to worry about her. Jim Jar's already dead. Ront is going to be part of the party. Stool is going to be part of the party. Topsy and Turvy. Topsy is already pretty much taken out. Do I want Bopito gone? Yeah, we're going to have Bopito gone. We'll get rid of Bopito for now. I do want Topsy and Turvy to be gone, though, so this might be a good way to get rid of Topsy. Now I'm going to have it be Bopito. I'll get rid of Topsy and Turvy there. And the sister, we'll pick Bopito. And then the next morning, and then they're going to be beaten. Carwin's going to be beaten because he wasn't good enough. Nice. So that's how that's gonna play out. Carwin's gonna be sold. Sisters, they're gonna be writing in the thing. Sister's just gonna keep getting worse and worse, and their eyes are gonna be ringed. She's gonna be bleeding. She might even get hives. And then where she touched them on the back of her hand and stuff. So they're gonna turn around and go back, and she's gonna get swapped out. Bopito's gonna be gone. So we'll put Bopito. Sold. And then Carwin will be beaten because she wasn't good enough. Eldrith is going to try to attempt to make a big fuss and stop them. They're going to knock her unconscious. And now it'll be the morning of the 30th. I am going to have her roll to roll for the item now. See if she can find something in the carriage. Let's see. All right, so the next morning, we're going to say as they return. So the whole point to this was that as they return, So as they return, he's going to talk to her and tell her, hey, if you're able to escape. So his goal, his motivation is not for them to escape. He could care less. He just wants them to the girl to look bad. So the woman who's in charge, he was her lover. He got hurt, and so his face is scarred a little bit. So she ditched him and picked up somebody else. So now he's all butthurt and pissed. So he's now trying to make her look bad. So he wants them to try to escape, whether they do or not. Hopes some of them will die. Just wants to make her life miserable. So um, he's gonna let them help them to escape. I do want to look and see. I don't think Carwin speaks a language they speak. Celestial Common Goblin. Um, okay. All right. So she will learn the name of the place is called Velkenvelv. And let's see. Nice. He has pictures of them all. Good for you, Nick. Good job. All right. So, um, yeah, he kept notes of everybody. All right. So that's where we're going to leave it, folks. We've got the next day, so the guard is going to talk to them. So now they're going to be given a glimmer of hope. They're going to be given some idea of what's going to happen, and then how the story unfolds is he says, "Hey, do you want to escape? These other demons are going to attack this drow outpost. While this is happening, he's going to unlock the gate, and um, then they will make their escape." Um, so we will leave it here for now. I'm just going to keep messing with their inventories, and then I might add a little bit more information here as far as what happens, um, the storyline and stuff like that. Um, but that's it for today. If you want, I'll be back tomorrow with Starfinder. That's Thursday at 10:30. So, so Wednesdays at 10:30. I do this for Starfinder, uh, and then I'm doing Dawn of Flame tomorrow. So if you want to find out a little bit more about the Dawn of Flame, check me out. Every other week I do Dawn of Flame, and then I do uh, Dead Suns. Right now I'm doing a little bit more homebrew in Dead Suns because they're climbing up an 80-story building. So it's just depends on how high they're going to go. I'm skipping a bunch of floors, but still it's a lot of work. So if you want to see, I do map building in there, and encounter building. things like that. Lots of homebrew in that Starfinder. Um, and so check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Fenster77. You'll see my whole schedule there. I'm probably going to be adding another stream as well. So check it out. And whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, Atomic Hero Squad. While you're here, man, I've been thinking about either running the old school Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale. Excuse me. A sort of a filler stream once or twice a week. Um, so if you have any ideas for characters that you think I should run, it's basically D&D. So, character and class or race, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I love those games, but I've never finished them. And Icewind Dale, I've only played a little bit, so I'm not real familiar with that one at all. So nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And you guys, again, enjoy the rest of your day.